All right, so it's I don't know, October 2022. This is John, and this is the W124 300E 1992. My son's car. He's complaining that high beams don't work on one side. One fog light is out. So let's try to activate the high beam. So it's the driver's side. And that's out. That's good. Let's try the fog light. Got one working, so could be a bulb, something simple. There's a little door on this one. I'm trying to figure out how to get it out to test the bulb without cracking the plastic. Now what's weird is you should be able to pull this and get the high beams to come on. And pulling it. You gotta push forward. The one high beam is on. And when you pull it, like that, it's not working. So it's something I'm gonna look into. I've read all kinds of horror stories. It could be the stock. Got to remove the steering wheel. We do have a light out. Let's see. So it has a light out with the fog lights off. No flasher, not flashing with the headlights. All right, so air pump's making a noise like a squirrel. Okay, 145,000 miles. Engine sounds smooth. Maybe I'll work on it tomorrow. Now to check the headlights, it's pretty simple. It's just pulling this panel, pinch and pull. And this one is so weird. They made a lot of different versions, I guess, and they all come out a certain way. But dang, I have to research it some more. Yeah. I have to research it some more. on Ben's World looking for stuff. This one's similar to what I have, but mine, it has this right here, which is some kind of a vent. But mine has another part that comes out like this. So gotta keep checking it. Okay, got it off. So the way it works is you pull up on this. See that little catch? That's what releases it. Okay, got it off. This is the fog light. So it just sits in there. I just took my needle nose pliers and just pulled it out with this. Just pull straight out. Then it's got this connector that just pulls right out of this. It's weird that it's only got one wire, huh? Okay, so now I imagine that it gets its ground through this. So now let's just get an ohm meter and test it. Okay, so I got the continuity check meter where it makes noise. Now you got one lead coming down here, and then I imagine it makes ground contact. This is a positive lead. And it looks good. So I don't think we have a problem with the bulb. So it's something else. It's kind of weird that it's a high beam on one side. What side was the high beam out?
Driver's side high beam doesn't kills the light.
So it's the driver's side high beam and the passenger side fog lamp. Okay. Next day, beautiful October day here in Southern California. I'm gonna move this thing up closer to the garage. Hopefully it's just something real simple, right? It better be. Oh, man. Move the seat back. He always has the seat moved all the way forward. Yeah, so I was looking at bulbs and they're not too expensive. It'd be nice if it's just a bulb, but with these old cars, you never know. And so what I'm thinking of doing is just switching the bulb for the fog light over on this side, swap them out, see if that tells me anything. Same with the headlight. It's kind of weird because the bulb looked okay, but maybe it is the vacuum has escaped from it. Who knows? Okay, so I switched the bulb from over here to over here. It works. All right. The joy. Okay. And for the heck of it, I'll try putting this bulb over there. I thought maybe that other bulb, the top, had a crack or something in it, but so I'll just put this back in there. And then I guess after that I can test for 12 volts coming into this harness here. Alrighty. I decided before I put the bulb in, I'm going to test to see if we have power feeding that bulb. So I have this into the positive, hopefully, and then just the ground, we're going to just touch it to the battery. Let's see what happens here. I should roll this window down. Of course, there's no key. Okay, so turn that on, pull it. Got that on. Now I should get 12 volts. Oh, good. Good, I'm getting 12 volts. Excellent, excellent. Huh. So, that is so weird. So we put the bad bulb here, and it works there. That's good. So it's maybe just something with the connection there. God. I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back together and yeah, that's weird. So we got 12 volts there. All right, well, check it out. Okay, got the bulb in. Let's see what happens. Still off. Okay. So I got the voltage, positive voltage. I'll have to check the ground wire. See how the ground wire works. Turn it off. Yeah, it's the ground wire. So, that brown is the ground. Let's do a continuity check. It's a weird way of grounding when they just put 2 wires to it. Okay, well, let's just check the grounds. Okay. So I gave it a separate ground. Like that. Let's see what happens. Is this thing a piece of crap? God. Nothing. Okay. All right. So maybe it's just not getting the 12 volts. Let's check. We'll keep checking. So I'm trying to figure out if they use this silver part as the ground. They have to isolate this positive. So weird. Okay, so the wire goes straight in. Am I holding it up right? So the wire goes straight in into that pin for the bulb. So that's the positive side. So that's it isolated right there. And the ground should be right to here. It ain't working. I'm gonna test for power again. Maybe I'd probe. Maybe this thing wasn't in. I'll try cleaning this end up. Now I'm not getting any voltage. Or it's really hard to focus. It's so bright out. There's nothing. That's the positive lead coming from this headlight, I guess. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Let's regroup here. So it could be the connector, the headlight. It looks like the main power goes in, feeds the headlight, also splits off separate wires from the light switch and feeds that to turn it on. So I try cleaning up these connections, and I can test for voltage there. I swear to God, I had voltage there when I first tried it. I'm gonna look back at the video and make sure. Okay. All right, let's check out this schematic. As of 1991, headlamps, fog lamps, 124. So you start out, fog lamp, that's not working. Left headlight unit. I never know if, when they say left and right, is that standing in front of the car? Usually, I believe it's sitting inside the car. So let's just say it's right. So we got fog lamp. Colors are totally different. Okay, so there's the ground for the headlight itself. The ground goes over to the light bulb. So the ground should be attached to that socket. Yeah, these colors are totally different, but the principle should be the same. From there, it's the exterior lamp failure monitoring unit, and this is in the fuse box. And that's what controls the little light on the dashboard instrument cluster to light up when you have a light bulb that's out somewhere in the car. It could drive you crazy looking for it sometimes, but it's usually something pretty simple, but you have to hunt it down. Yeah. White, black. So that goes to this, both of these go to this unit. You can always pull this unit out. There's a bunch of pins on the bottom. Spray them with contact cleaner maybe. Tap on it. I should be tapping on things. Okay, so I think I'm going to, let's see, so we know the ground works, right? I think we're just not getting any power, so the power is coming from this unit here. And this unit here, oh my God. Combination switch. Exterior lamp switch. A lot going on here. Rear fog lamp, I don't have that. I think if I had a bad fuse, both of them would be out. Just one. Okay, so I'm just going to try to figure out the power that goes high beam. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm going to use my snap-on. Negative, positive, got power. Headlight connector, and I'm getting nothing. Oh, well, there's 4. Nothing there. God, it's turning into a pain in the butt. Nothing. Should be getting power. No power. Okay, let's try the headlights and see. Nothing there. Ah, power. So power on that probe there, or on that leg. Now whether or not there's got to be a separate one for the switch. So it's this one at the very bottom. Okay. So we know the headlights are working. I'm bleeding somewhere. Yeah, okay. So we know the headlights are working. For the hell of it. Blah, blah, blah. Fog light number 4. Hey. It's so bright out here, it blinds me. Okay. So there's A. That's CB, A4. So it's this one right here. It's that one right there. Let's take it out. Get rid of that aluminum. Okay, for the hell of it, I got the driver's side unplugged. I've got the fog lights. Pull out. I'm blinded out here. Come on. Damn it. Nothing there. There, see? I don't know if I'm focusing it blind. Anyways, I got power right here on this one leg. So I should be getting power right there at that connector. Why am I not? So from here, the wiring luna just disappears. Could be anywhere. Why can't it be overcast today so I'm not blinded? All right. Now sometimes some of the wires under this fuse box can get loose. I had one 300E where there was an intermittent tail light, and I cleaned everything. I went through everything. Finally, I said it has to be the fuse box. And sometimes the tail light would work. It would work for a month, and then it'd stop working for a couple of weeks. Then it would work, and it was driving me nuts. Finally, it went out, and I found a problem under the fuse box. The way all these wires go to here, it's pretty old school. I think it's either the wires are pushed in to a receptacle, or they clip in. And this one wire was loose. It had just worked its way out from going over bumps and stuff like that. Sometimes that can happen. So I've been there, done that, so I know what to do. But for now, I'm going to look at the wiring schematic and see where the power for that fog lamp, where's the next component? Is it the light switch? Is it the fuse box? Is it the combination switch? I'll check it out. Quick note, the ground for these fog lights are in this connector here, and it slides on to the housing. That's what makes the ground. I was testing the ground again, and you know, why don't I have ground there? So yeah, so I just got it right there, and then right here. Okay, so we got, at least I know I got ground. Okay, I'm gonna go look at schematics. God, these crows. Okay, so I'm just gonna play around with some of these switches. I got my cheater mirror up there. Got my headlights. Still got that one. And I'm gonna try this high beam. How weird. And try to pull back on this thing like that for flashing the high beams. Nothing. Jiggle the handle, jiggle it here. Jiggle this. Nothing. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't something in here that's causing it. You know, I can always try to, let's see. Let's try moving the seat back and forth. Or the steering column. Up and down too. And now I guess it just goes in and out. Okay. Regular lights, high beams, high beams, regular lights. Well, okay. So, wow, is it hot? Okay, I'm gonna work on the fog light a little bit later. I wanna get his high beam both working. So this is the bulb that comes out. This is the driver's side. I took the passenger side bulb out and put it right here, because I believe it was the high beam on that side that wasn't working. So I'm just gonna test. Headlight on. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay. Headlight or high beam is on. Okay. So the high beam, I believe, I'm going to double check my video. I got confused now which one. You got all these different things going on and off that don't work. I'm going to go backwards and look. Okay, I posted on Band's World, see if they have any ideas what to check next for the high beam. Whoa. Almost knocked over my mirror. God. So when I first started this video a few minutes back, I wanted to see if I was getting power on that side there for the fog light. And you can go back and you'll see I had power. I had like 11, 12 volts there. Now, I was reviewing it going, what was I doing differently? And I had the negative like this, meter hooked up to 12, registered 12 volts. This is the positive, the lights are on, and there's nothing at this, where this feeds over to that. So, I lost the power somehow. But I had power there when I first started. What the hell happened? Anyways, I'll keep working on it. I'd like to get the headlights working properly. I don't really care about fog lights. It doesn't get foggy here. My son seems to like them. I don't know, it helps him. He'd like to have brighter. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. For the fog lights, I'm getting a new headlight switch. It's about 10 years old. And it's something that you use, constantly. So I'm going to replace that because that controls the fog lights when you pull it out. So there might be something going on behind there. And then for the high beam issue, I'm going to replace the signal switch, this combination switch there on the steering column. Because that, when you pull it, it activates the high beam flash the high beams, and then you push it down to turn on the high beams. So that's something that controls the high beams. And that's, again, something that you use, all the time. You're always messing with that switch, signal lights, this, that, windshield wipers. So it's not too expensive. It's going to involve pulling the steering wheel out, I'm pretty sure. This will just be part one, then I'll make a part two. I got to order the parts. I'm also going to buy some new spark plugs for the emission testing that's coming up in about a month. Get that car ready to pass again. It's a pretty old car, 30 years old, so you got to do what you can. So I'll see you in part two.